What's up, guys? I'm here bringing you my final Overwatch Uprising achievement, as I have just completed Legendary. Now, I wasn't able to record at the time as I was focusing on the game at hand, and my footage wouldn't have been very exciting anyways, as I was the designated Mercy player at the time. Nothing against Mercy players, just not the most interesting footage all the time. Alright, first up, we're going to skip right to the third point, get a little guide going for you with Torbjorn. Put Torbjorn's turret on this staircase right here and stay up there as Torbjorn. That will stop enemies from coming down the stairs, and you can have that funnel as people focus the point. As the enemies focus the point, you will have a clear shot of them. Now the rest of the footage will start at the payload, the defense of the payload. Mostly we're going to be looking at Reinhardt for the rest of this, but we'll have some locations where to place the rest of the characters. First up, we have Mercy. Mercy should stay in this corner right here. I have found that very rarely will people come and shoot you. Only go out to assist when needed, and also to gain armor when needed. Next, we have Torbjorn. Once the timer starts, he should run up to this left side of the building, place his turret about here just so it can look over, but not so that its entire body is hanging out for enemies to shoot. The only enemies that will shoot at the turret are the Eradicators. Torbjorn, for the most part, should stay up here as well, except for when indicated later. And Tracer, like always, for the entire run, should be zipping around, never going off alone. The only time when it is acceptable for her to go off alone is when the other enemy is alone. If you're going after one person, especially if it's an Eradicator, Tracer, don't be afraid to just run behind them, take out the shield so that the rest of the team can help out. Whenever you get a lull in the action, Torbjorn should jump down and place armor around this door right here. It's a very easy spot for everyone to just go behind, and they will rarely get focused out. Alright, now to the basics of just the game. You just go around, take people out. Don't worry about protecting the payload, as, you know, you should stay around the payload for sure, but you need to kill people so they don't swarm you. They will continue to spawn. Now when the detonators come, you want to do this method. You don't want to charge the detonators away, because that will put you and your team in an awkward positioning that could end in death. Now make sure that the shield is touching the ground and the detonator will not affect the payload whatsoever. Now here's when Torbjorn needs to come down. When the Bastions come. They are the most dangerous enemy in this event. You need to focus the Bastion, everybody, so that it can go down quickly and you can move on to the rest of the issues that are coming at you. Now for Reinhardt, the best way to get positioning on him is to, as soon as you see a Bastion coming from either the left or the right, you start moving towards it, shield up, get behind it. Ult if you need to. Reinhardt builds his ult very fast in this mode, as long as you keep swinging and fire striking. You want to get behind it, charge the Bastion to the payload, because once it gets back up, it's going to start walking back to its original position. That gives you enough time, or it should at least, to take it down. If a Bastion starts going into this back doorway, everyone needs to chase it. You do not want to let it run away and recharge its health, because it will just go back into a position, into its turret position, with full health again. Do not let the Bastions go. Now in the final about 15 seconds of this round, you're going to have a detonator and a Bastion come. Focus the detonator first. This one you can either charge away, most likely you will have to. And in a last ditch attempt, Reinhardt will go down, but everybody else should be hiding at this point, because once the objective is complete, all the enemies will die around the payload, so you need at least one person alive. And right now I'm at 77% for the payload, but you have to also remember, this isn't my legendary footage. This is actually just normal hard footage. So you will, if you have above 30% on the payload, you will be in good shape. You will be in good shape. You should focus down slicers as soon as you see them, though. And once you hear Bastions, once again, focus the Bastions. Bastions are the most important thing to take down as quickly as possible. You can see my Tracer all the way back there. We're even on hard. Do not go alone. even on hard, it can spell death. So as soon as you find out where the bastion is, everyone needs to turn their attention to it. And the rest of this payload walk it's pretty simple, to be honest. It's not the most difficult part. You just want to watch out for the slicers, especially if your payload health is very low. You want to take those out fast. And Mercy should never be afraid to shoot, especially at the slicers. If everyone's full health, just start shooting away. You do more damage than if you damage amp somebody. It will be even more imperative for everybody to stick together, especially in these tight corridors. Because one bad mishap and the entire run is done. Don't be afraid to ult bastions. Don't be afraid to ult just single targets because you want those bastions dead. Everything else will be relatively easy. Alright, now we're coming up to the most difficult part, the Orisas. Now you want to follow this path. Go for the bastion first. Kill that right bastion. Everyone go right into that right side and focus down the bastion. And next, you want to go for the second bastion. Do not worry about that first Orisa, because if you kill the first Orisa, more enemies will start to spawn. You will see that we do this, but remember, this is not my legendary footage. So we're going to go to this second bastion right away, and as you can see, it's already pretty close to dead on this screen, but now the second Orisa is coming in. Once you kill that second bastion, go back to the first one, and that's when you'll kill him. But remember, on the way, to make your life easier, kill all the Eradicators that have spawned. The Eradicators will give you the second biggest trouble after the Bastions. So kill the second Bastion, and then kill the Eradicators. Go after the first Orisa then, and then focus down the second Orisa. If you hear a Bastion tank, don't worry about the Orisa anymore. Focus the Bastion. Bastions are your #1 priority. Especially these tank bastions. They come in, I don't want to say random cycles, but they're not super consistent. It's at this point Torbjorn wants to set up his turret in the hallway leading up to the 2 Orisas. This will become apparent later. And after that is done, everybody goes to that left room and focuses down this third bastion. This is when everybody moves to it. You take down this bastion first, which should be very simple. Everyone shoot, even Mercy, for the first part when you're coming down it. And then you want to move into this middle section, and you want to make sure that you hit this. You need to hit this pin. You need to hit the Orisa back towards where the turret is, where you killed the second Orisa. This will isolate it so that everyone can focus it. Torbjorn should stay behind because he is the slowest, but the Tracer and Mercy could definitely go with the Reinhardt with the pin just to help protect and shoot other things down. And depending on your time, you're going to either want to take it slow or you're going to want to move fast. But the best way to do this is to shoot from a distance, especially when it's the last Orisa. Once you're taking out that final tank bastion, the turret that Torbjorn set up earlier should still be shooting at the Orisa. This will help lower its health for a while you're focusing on other things. So then once you finish that Bastion, you can go back and just P-shoot with Mercy or Torbjorn from a distance the final Orisa, which will then net you the win. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope anything can help. I'm sorry that I couldn't get my legendary footage up here, but this is the strategy we used. Now, it's also important that we had 4 people talking to each other and communicating very well. In total, I played with this specific team. Honestly, it could have been around 6 hours. We played from about midnight to 5 a.m. the previous night, and tonight, when I just finished this, we only played for about an hour and a half because we got the strategy down and then we implemented it.